be able to build a level of trust, yeah, and confidence that a Kenyan citizen can know, yes, I may have a favored candidate. But irregardless of whether my favored candidate wins, I will be very happy. But even if he loses, yeah, my life will continue, and that person who has won will never be able to take me back, will never be able to interfere with my life, will never be able to interfere with my development, will never be able to interfere with my ability to access good schools for my children, will never be able to interfere with my businesses, will never be able to interfere with my shamba, will never be able to do all of these things. So, my preferred candidate may have lost, but I am willing to wait for another 5 years to give my preferred candidate another chance. Yeah? You see? I believe that's the Kenya we all want to live in, my friends. Yeah? You know? Where there is no marginalization, where everybody feels it's okay. Yeah? We are fine. Yeah? How do we also support and ensure that private members' bills also get an opportunity so that we are also moving together in tandem, all right? And then lastly, how can we improve the communication between ourselves to reduce suspicions and to ensure that together we create the right atmosphere for our country, while at the same time doing that which we need to do to protect the public good. I took the risk of going to France because for the first time, we were going to engage with a French company that was going to invest 1.5 billion US dollars as a private sector enterprise with a return of 30 years with no government guarantee or security, to build the road from Rironi to Mau Summit, all right? The largest ever road infrastructure done by private sector on the African continent. Why? It was because I needed to be able to answer their questions. And what are their questions? What guarantee do you give that there will be political stability, that in my 30 years I'll get my money back? That's the question number one. All right? Because those are the issues that they are asking. How do you guarantee me that, you know, all right? You are saying the government of Kenya is not giving a guarantee. Yeah? So those are the questions they raise. Yeah? What do you tell me you're going to do to ensure my security? What do you make sure you're going to do all of these things? All right? Yeah? Those are the questions that I hope I did not lie in promise there. It should not just necessarily be relegated to a discussion between the executive and the chair and his vice chair and his committee, because ultimately that bill has to come to the House. So I think there is also need of how we ensure that all these bills do not only involve debate and discussion between the cabinet secretary and his committee, but also involves the larger leadership, so that the larger leadership also understands it, you know, from beginning to end, so that by the time it's coming to the floor of the House, people are clear. People know why was this done, why was that done, why was this not done, why this was not done. So it minimizes debate and it brings everybody on board. What makes this session even better for me is because I believe this is the first true session of the leadership of Parliament that is truly reflective of the way in which we want our country to go. We are not sitting here as Jubilee as ODM, as Ford Kenya, as KANU, as Wiper, as ANC. We're actually sitting here as the leadership of Kenya, discussing matters pertaining to the well-being of our people and to the future of our nation. And that is something that gives me immense pleasure and delight, because I really believe that through this I'm beginning to see those new beginnings of the kind of Kenya that we want to see. We have been able to get to a level of trust and confidence that we can have a division of labor. Mwingine yako huko na mwingine yako huko, and everybody confident that we are talking the same language and we are moving in the same way. So that is another thing that I must say brings great joy. I encourage you, I encourage everybody to ensure there is accountability, and I will never stop that. That I encourage you. That is your job. Yeah? That is your job, and there is need for you to do your job. And that is why you are paid. That is why Kenyans pay you to do that job.